Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Archie's Briefings and to the channel of Pocket Politics. I'm your host, Arshel Branch. Today, you guys, we're talking about why women need to be held accountable by society and why I think that's already happening. And I'm totally okay with it. Now, before we go ahead and do that, let me just say, I don't know what's going on with my computer, you guys. I tried geek squatting this thing. I tried DIYing fixing this thing. It's not trying to come together. So I apologize for the bad quality. I am recording off of my phone. The microphone seems to work with it. So you're just going to have to bear with me on this. Now, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you never miss an episode. Definitely get into the comment sections because I want to know what you guys think about this. Now, like I said, seems like women need to be held accountable in society when they do things that are naughty, right? And I feel like that's what's happening. Now, I say all this to say because I was scrolling through my YouTube feed and there was a video that popped up and it said how a TikToker is now being told she has to pay out a settlement of $1.75 million to the now ex-wife. And at first it was like, why is a TikToker being charged? Like, I don't understand. Is this going to be a free speech kind of a violation? Did she copyright any problems? Like, I thought, your cliche content problems, right? Then I watched the news clip and I realized, holy snickerdoodle. It's not because she's a content creator. It's because she was the mistress. It's because she took another woman's husband, married this man. She took this man from his wife, from his children, and didn't expect any kind of consequences. And I believe that it is up to society to determine if women should be shunned from society. Now, we used to do that. Now, I know I'm not the only person here who watches The Gilded Age, okay? Y'all have seen this, okay? Mrs. Chamberlain, she is shunned, okay? After her husband died and her son left the city, she's been shunned from civilization. Why? Because you had premarital sex, got pregnant, and then he married you, okay? When you decide to act out of the norms, women in society are going to treat you a kind of way. And we just decided somewhere in the late 20th century, I think we all know what time it was, that we were no longer going to shame women. Now, I think shame is a good thing, okay? Shame is why someone decides to make a change in their lives, right? I felt shame as an adult toddler, so I took action. I prayed to God. I asked for help. I asked him, what should I do next? I got my butt on a plane, even though I hate flying. I came to Texas, and now look, I'm employed. I'm working, I'm saving, I'm working that zero-based budget. My savings are increasing because I felt the shame and took action. That's why shame is good. If women are shamed, they might do something different. And I love that this woman is now officially the mistress, who is now the wife, the new wife, I'm assuming the second wife, is now going to suffer the consequences. It was decided by a jury that she was guilty. And what was the now ex-wife's argument? This mistress, now his new wife, took my husband, denied my children, or now is depriving my children of their father, of a two-parent household, and this has obviously caused me some serious distress. This is causing me some harm here. What do they call it? Emotional distress in the court of law. And the jury found that to be true. A jury of the peers saying, no, this woman needs to suffer the consequences. Now, the amount might be extreme. I'm not necessarily okay with the amount, but I am okay with the settlement. This might get women who decide to take other women's husbands away a second thought. You might think twice now. Now, it makes me think about Ariana Grande, okay? Because the man who played Oz, I know him as SpongeBob because he played SpongeBob on Broadway, so I call him Ariana in SpongeBob. It's a long story, but he played SpongeBob on Broadway, guys. And she took him from his wife and his child. And there were no consequences. There were no ramifications. Now, we officially have got precedent. So now the ex-wife of the actor that played SpongeBob on Broadway, now Oz in the movie of Wicked, guess what? She should file charges against Ariana Grande. We know she can afford that $1.75 million because she took your husband from you and your child. I believe in the consequences. I believe in the shaming because now Ariana might think twice before she decides to break up another marriage, to break up another home. Women who think that this kind of behavior is okay might think twice, okay? It's not enough to say you are a good person. No, you actually have to do the work. Ariana Grande wants to pretend she's a good person. I don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. But good people don't go around taking husbands from other women. Don't be celebrating how awesome your men are with other women. Don't be saying how awesome they are to other women because it might be that woman who tries to take him away. Okay? It's right out of the soap operas. I mean, you want to hold consequences against, the mistress. But it's like, right, because if this were a television show, I'm on the wife's side. If this were One Life to Live, I'm on the wife's side. I'm glad she won. And she had a really good lawyer. And I love that the jury said yes. You cannot think that this kind of behavior is okay. Society has a responsibility to preserve morality. And if this is how this is going to play out, where ex-wives can now sue the mistress for breaking up a home, especially where there's children involved, I'm with it. Totally for it. Now, I think you should go based off of the income of this, of the defendant, the mistress in this case, who is now the second wife. I'm assuming the second wife. Totally with it. Maybe not the amount, but go based off of their income, because not everybody's going to be able to afford $1 million something dollars, right? Ariana Grande could afford it. I don't know if this TikToker can, though. Now, you guys get in the comment sections and let me know if you're okay with this, because I do think that society has a responsibility here, because I'm a little sick and tired of people saying, no, live your best life, boo. Do you, boo? It annoys me. It totally irritates me. I think we have to start demanding better out of our civilization. I think as a society, we have a responsibility. You don't want to see women out here twerking at Lululemon, then shun them. You don't want to see women out here being promiscuous, then shun them, shame them, and they might change. I believe majority of them would change, because why do you want to lose your place in the sunlight? Because you decided that doing the wrong thing, what was best for you. No, I think shaming is a good thing. I think that the jury was correct in making the decision to say this woman was guilty of destroying a marriage and depriving these children of their father in the home. She was a married woman. This woman, I'm talking about the plaintiff, she was married. She had her children. This was the father of her children. This was a 2-parent household. I mean, everything that as conservatives we say children should have was there. And he decides that he was going to break up his marriage to be with this woman. Now, did he go seeking this woman out, or did she go seeking him out? I don't know all the details. I obviously didn't see the court case. What I do know is from that news clip, the defendant, the mistress, now the second wife, or just the new wife, because she could be wife number 3, who knows? She's now going to be held liable. She is now responsible. And she keeps saying that these were all lies. All lies. Is it a lie that he was married? Because even by her words, she said, oh no, her marriage was over. Who are you to say that as the mistress? Okay, so the marriage was over. You could have waited for the divorce. Maybe he would have divorced her. You should have waited. Like, people, I'm like, is it just me, or do black women just not watch soap operas? Or is it just a youth thing? Like, is it a millennial Gen Z kind of a thing where because YouTube is a thing, we don't watch soap operas anymore? Like, you wait for the divorce. You don't do this because the stuff like this happens. This is why. Yo, you guys, it's right out of an episode of One Life to Live, okay? Or if you want to think what are the new shows, Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, or the new one, Beyond the Gates. Yo, this woman, yo, you walked right into this. Or maybe she thought she didn't, because to be perfectly honest, I thought, again, this was going to be a case about copyright laws. This was supposed to be about content, not about her breaking up a marriage. And the fact that it was, I'm quite thrilled that this is what the outcome was. I love that there are consequences to women who behave badly. And it's not even just so much that it should just be about women. Frankly, I think it should be the case about men too, right? I'm okay with shaming men who want to sag their pants. You're not welcome into this restaurant if you want to sag your pants. You're not welcome into civilized society if you're going to wear wife beaters and saggy pants. No, you're not going to be welcome into the store if you're going to dress like thots and thugs. I'm okay with it. So it's not even just so much about women as it is just about people being irresponsible and disrespectful, because now it's on the mistress to pay this $1.75 million. Is the husband going to participate in paying this debt? Is the man who left his wife and children for this new wife going to participate and contribute to paying this amount off? Because you better hope he was worth it. Was he worth you being humiliated in public, losing whatever status you might have had, losing whatever financial security you might have had? Because you're saying you can't afford the 1.75. Was it worth it? Was the sex with this man so worth it? With this married man, so worth it that it's about to cost you over $1 million? You guys, I love this. Get in the comment sections. Let me know what you think, because I absolutely love this. And this is the first step in getting society back to its rightful position of shaming those who need to be shamed, celebrating those who deserve to be celebrated, bringing families together and communities together, women having each other's backs who decide to, stand by the right woman, the right man who's choosing to get married, have children, have the families. This woman didn't deserve what she got by the husband. And then you leave her for somebody else. This is why alimony was a thing. Like, this right here is why alimony existed. If you want to go out there and get yourself a newer model, fine, but you still got to make payments on the older one. Like, love the idea of holding people accountable for immoral actions. And this is one of them. And now we're seeing that. Shame them, shun them. They might do something different. Now there's a real consequence. I love it. I think this is amazing. You guys let me know in the comment sections. Now, again, I'm sorry for the quality of the camera, you guys. I am recording from my phone. I'm so sorry about that. It's really bugging me out too. And because the phone, trying to find the right way to look, because it's a whole thing. But, working on it. I'm sorry it's not live. It is a pre-recorded video, so bear with me, you guys. Just bear with me. But this was just too interesting and too funny not to do a video about. So I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take myself on to work now, and I'll talk to you guys as soon as I possibly can. Love you. And of course, because it's me, Kepla.